Hello, hello, hi. I forgot to turn off the recipe, but I guess we can see it from the beginning. I'm gonna turn it off for a bit. Hi everyone, how are you guys doing? Good afternoon. I'm Freodore, designer of NIJISANJI EN's 11th unit by the beat. おはようございます。NIJISANJI EN 所属 by the beat のビジュアルセンスがこだわりのデザイナー、フリオドルです。How's everyone doing today? 今日はどう？早起きしたね。元気かい？ Buenas tardes, ¿cómo están? ¿Cómo están? Doing good? Sleepy, I'm also kind of sleepy. Personally. おはようございます。暑くて死にそう、わかるよ。こっちも暑いよ。今30度ぐらい。It's very hot in here also, it's like 30 degrees, which is the perfect weather for iced coffee, right? だから、この時にアイスコーヒーはちょうどいいね。早安好。How's your day? My day's barely starting, basically. I woke up not that long ago. I woke up a while ago, not just right now, but yeah. さっき起きたから、今日はまだ始まってるね、僕に。37度、37 degrees over there. Wow. Make sure to stay hydrated, everyone. みんなちゃんと水を飲んでね。熱症がやばいから。Let's not get a heat stroke or dehydrated, yeah? おはようございます。Good morning, everyone. For those watching in the other side of the world, and good afternoon. Good afternoon, good evening. And people on this side of the world instead. A mí me cuesta tomar agua y siempre me deshidrato. Si batallas con agua, ocupas algo de sabor, recomiendo los sueros. Ayudan bastante. Yo también los tomo seguido. 気をつけます。よかったね。Before we start the coffee brewing, the coffee talk of today, there is something that I want to talk about with everyone, with Doremin. It's nothing that is more like a boundary or a rule or anything bad that has happened. It's just an update that I have come up with after thinking for a while. And this is regarding the use of the egos tag. I would like to update you with a more defined and clear explanation regarding the use of the ego search tag, hashtag furimiru. There's been a few times where in my membership streams and my normal streams, people have asked me how we should be using it, how Doremin should be using the tag. And I think I was not clear enough, or I don't think I gave a proper explanation regarding the use of it. So because of that, please do not feel bad. You have done nothing wrong because you wouldn't have known otherwise. The reason for me explaining this is because I think in EN, I am the one who brought or introduced the ego search tag from what is usually more commonly used in JP Oshikatsu. So I feel like I have the responsibility of showing you guys the normal way of it being used before there's any variations of it. So that's why I would like to be a little bit more clear about the usage. So before, when I was asked how should we use the egos tag, I would say the egos tag is meant for stuff that you want me to see or you want me to read, and that's it. I didn't really give any concrete examples, or I didn't specify. But what I meant, or what is normally used in these cases for the egos tag, is in the context of my activities, my streams, or stuff related to me. So examples for this would be cases like stream impressions, you guys showing me pictures of merch and official goods. Sometimes also you guys have made really cool DIY stuff of us also. So sharing that with me, that is of course okay. I love seeing that. Pictures related to things that I've talked about on my streams, or stuff that reminds you of me, or reminds you of stuff that I've talked also. Stuff like congratulating me on milestones, showing me how you're renewing the membership. Anything that's related to my activities is okay, of course. And no, it's not the general tag, it's the ego search tag that is hashtag Furimiru. You can see it in my list of tags. But the reason I'm specifying this is because some of these posts on the Egos tag have become more of like diary entries or letters, where instead of talking about my activities, you guys are sharing me more about yourselves. The posts become more about yourselves, and you guys tell me about yourselves more than my activities, or more than a post related to what I do, right? And while I don't think there's anything bad with that, that is not how commonly Egosat tag is used. So I think in the future, if we could avoid making posts like that in the ego search tag, that would be okay. I would appreciate it. I think that way, not only because it's not how it's commonly used, but also I think this way I can have a little bit more of a healthier dynamic and distance with Doraemon, because I don't think it would be fair for me to know too much about certain Doraemon compared to others. I think that would be a healthier way to approach the tag from now on. I did introduce this in the membership stream yesterday, and there were some good questions that came up that I think I can bring up. So one of the questions was, is it okay for us to keep recommending you games or music? And I think if it's a post that's just randomly recommending me a song or a game out of nowhere, then I would appreciate if that would not be done. But if it's related to a stream impression, a stream topic that I talked about, or maybe related to a game that I played recently on stream, and it's like, hey, I saw that you play this game, and this game would be similar, you should check it out, that would be okay. Or maybe there's times where you guys have shown pictures of you guys taking me to concerts, to lives. That's completely okay also. It's like, hey, I took you to this concert or to this live, and I recommend this group's a song. That's completely okay. So basically anything that's related to me or my activities is okay. Just I would like just everyone to consider when writing the post. It's like, is this more about myself, or is this more about Freo's activities? Another question that was brought up was, is it okay to post long letter format posts? And of course, that is okay as long as the content is related to my activities, right? There's some Doraemon that have wrote letters when either about a milestone or about how my streams have impacted them. And of course, while they're speaking a little bit about themselves, it's still in the context of my activities, right? So that's okay. So bringing merch to like a coffee shop or example would be okay. Yes, please keep showing me. Keep showing me merch and everything about coffee shops. I talk about coffee a lot, so of course coffee is related to my activities, right? Please keep showing me the coffee pictures. Those are like my favorite. Please do, yes. I really like seeing all the posts where you guys are taking like either your DIY goods or the welcome goods to different places, especially coffee places. I really like seeing those. So of course, please continue. But yeah, regarding the length of it, if you guys really feel like you cannot describe it in any shorter way, that's completely fine. As long as the most important thing is to make sure that it's in the context of my activities. All right? Okay, I'm gonna explain in Japanese next. And after that, if you guys have any more questions, then I can try and explain the most important ones. And then we can proceed with the coffee, okay? 話したいことがありますね。 Is it okay to post this clip on Twitter? Oh, absolutely. I would appreciate clippers if they could spread this if possible. Oh, also, lastly, I would want to just make sure that I know my genmates of By the Beat have also introduced the egosa tag after I did. And I just would like everyone to keep in mind that these terms apply for me. And if anyone else in By the Beat wants to specify or anything, just allow them to do it. Just because I talked about it, that means it's only in the context of myself. そうだね。なんか話したいことがありますね。多分間違ってる可能性があるけど、EN で初めてエゴサタグを紹介したの人が僕だと思いますね。そしてこの使い方、このタグの使い方はちゃんと説明してなかったと思う。そして僕がなんか日本の推し活のタグを EN で紹介してるから、なんかちゃんと説明しないといけないの責任があると思います。だから今回なんか普通の使い方を説明したいと思います。なんか今までなんか聞かれるときにエゴサタグはどうやって使うのって聞かれるときに、僕はずっとただフリオが読んでほしい、フリオが見てほしいのポストあったら全然エゴサタグで、ポストしていいけど、もちろんなんかポストが僕の活動と関係あるのポストがあるはずね。なんか配信感想とかグッズの写真とか DIY のなんか自分が作ったもの、なんかぬいぐるみとか、それも大丈夫だけど、なんか時々祝いとかも大丈夫です。ただ活動と関係があったら全然大丈夫だけど、なんかきついたね、時々なんかもうなんかフリー活動と無関係のポストがあったね。なんかもっとリスナーさんの日常日記になったのポストがあったから、それは普通エゴサタグでそんなに使ってないね。だって多分もっと強くなるね。ドレミンとなんかちゃんと健全な距離があるために自分のなんか日常日記のポストを控えてくださったらありがたいです。だって多分なんかいっぱいしてるのドレミンがいたら、ただ他のドレミンとにずるいでしょ。だから今からエゴサタグポストがあったら自分の活動に関係があっていいと思います。なんか片言の説明すいませんね。多分また今度なんか説明あったら多分前から準備しないといけないね。ただそんなに考えてなかったね。わかりました。ありがとうございますね。みんな理解してくれて。そしてそれはなんかちゃんと説明してなかったからドレミの悪くないね。分かってるよ。だってバイダビーのデビューしたから、なんかバイダビーが初めて VTuber の推し活始めたから、それはドレミの悪くないよ。ただ僕もいろいろなんか活動を始めたから、いろいろ新しいものを学んでるから大丈夫です。ヌイとお出かけとかをエゴサタグで投稿するのは OK かのかな？もちろんです。もちろんです。グースとかヌイとかいろんな場所出かけとか全然なんか見るのが好きだから、そ れは大丈夫です。活動の関係があるからね。いろんな場所をなんかフリオのグースとを連れてきたから。もちろんなんか何か見てフリオのことを思い出した。それも大丈夫。例えばなんかそのポストもあるね。なんかフリオがこの食べ物この料理を話してたから、今日はあの料理を作ってみた。それも大丈夫だ。配信で話せたからね。コーヒーショップが全然大丈夫です。僕はずっとコーヒーを話してるから。私たち一緒にいいコミュニティを作っていきましょう。ありがとうね。もちろんなんか質問があったらぜひ説明するのを頑張ります。ありがとうね。Alright, I think I got stuck a little bit with the words, but I think I managed to explain it in Japanese. So before we proceed with the coffee brewing of today, does anyone have any questions regarding this update? I don't want to call it a boundary or a rule because it's not really that. It's just an explanation. You guys did nothing wrong, so. Don't you think it would be a good to say it in Spanish? I mean, sure, if people are wondering about it, ¿creen que necesiten una explicación en español? La verdad no veo muchos posts en español en el Fantag, pero se ocupan la explicación, por supuesto. Usualmente los listeners en español entienden inglés, así que... Look, I'm asking them, they're like, if you want. Alright. But first of all, I got one question. It says, is it okay for fan merch and fan goodies also? Yes, because it's stuff that you made regarding... But it's stuff of me, right? Or stuff of my activities. So of course it's okay to post and share those. There's a lot of people that have done a lot of fan merch, a lot of fan DIY stuff. And I really like it when you share with me. You guys are really good at and really talented at a lot of stuff. So yeah, of course, I would love to keep seeing that. If image also includes other livers merch, is that okay? Usually that's okay, yes, of course. If they also have an Egosa tag, people add both, so we can both see it. Cosplays count with that too. Cosplays, I have mentioned that I would like them to be in the general tag. Today, 今日はジマコちゃんいないの？今日は英語メイン雑談だから別にジマコちゃんがつけてないね。And now for fan art, if the fan art is in relation to maybe like a stream impression or something that I talked about, then of course it can be included. But also, what's the reason for it to be included with the Egosa tag other than Frio, I want you to actually see this. If that's the only reason, please do not worry because I do check the art tag regularly. So if it's fan art, the fan art tag is the most appropriate. And if there's like a special context to maybe a stream impression or to something else that goes in the Egosa tag, then that's fine also. Ok, so ahora voy a explicar rápido en español. Básicamente el anuncio que les di fue para ser un poco más claro con el uso del tag de Ego Search, del Egosa. Es hashtag Furimiru. Y lo más importante es que si van a compartir un post con ese tag, es que sea relacionado a mis actividades o a mí o a algo que he hablado en el directo. Usualmente pueden ser como lo que pensaron del directo el último directo que hice, o pueden ser fotos de la mercancía o cositas que ustedes hicieron a mano de mí o de mis actividades. Compartiendo felicitaciones o que renaudaron la membresía, cosas que tengan que ver con mis actividades. Hago esto porque varios posts terminaron siendo más como un diario donde me estaban hablando más sobre ustedes y no tenía tanto que ver con mis actividades como solo para Frío, quiero que leas esto, pero es sobre mí. Y aunque no tiene nada de malo compartir eso, ese no es el uso normal del EgoSat. Y como yo creo que yo soy el primero de EN en introducir el tag de EgoSat, de EgoSearch, siento como la responsabilidad de, antes de que existan variaciones, enseñar o introducir el tag con el uso normal, ¿no? Lo que usualmente suele ser el uso común. Así que mientras se pueda mantener en el contexto de mis actividades, todo bien. But I think that should be it. So, thank you very much for listening, and sorry for delaying the coffee stream. I just thought it would be a good time for me to explain this. Question: would it be okay to include an Eagles attack if, for example, we did this and that, and because we got inspired by your words during a stream? Yeah, as long as the context of my stream or the words I mentioned or whatever impacted you is specified, right? Because it's in relation to an effect of my activities in the end. So that's okay. Hmm. そしてね、なんか質問見てたけど、今回は英語メインで配信するね。普通になんか証券の人にね、英語メインの配信で英語、日本語とスペイン語を話すのを頑張ってるけど、時々日本語枠雑談もしてるから、あの時もよろしくお願いしますね。Okay, so I think that was a good 30 minutes for me to explain this. So with that being said, we are going to go forward and brew some coffee, alright? というわけでもう30分経ったから今からコーヒーを入れましょうね。I kind of expected me to ramble a little bit about this, so I did not get my ice yet. I didn't want it to melt. So I'm gonna go get my ice. なんかいろいろ話すと分かってたからまだアイスを取ってないね。絶対に溶けるから。だから今取ってくるね。一瞬 BRB. I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. Tadaima. Alright. Me get everything and start warming up the water. Ah. Okay, 大丈夫です。よいしょ。So, today we're gonna be doing an iced coffee recipe on the Hario V60, which is a type of coffee brewer, very affordable. Anyone familiar with my coffee Zatsus? Might be used to me using the Hario switch. That's the brewer that I use the most. But I remember I was asked what kind of a brewer do you recommend, right? For beginners. And of course, while I recommend the switch, if the switch is too expensive, I recommend the V60 also, right? It's very common and it's very good. So I thought this time, why don't we use a recipe for the V60 instead of the switch? And we're gonna be using the 426 method by my favorite coffee barista, my coffee oshi Tetsukasuya. So first of all, we're gonna be using 20 grams of coffee, 150 grams of water, and 80 grams of ice. But first, let me set the... Okay. And today we're gonna be heating up the water to 90 degrees. I'm using a medium dark roast. I don't really have a lot of information about it. It's just one of my leftovers. But usually medium to dark roast can be pretty good for iced coffee. I usually do not do light roast for ice often. And it's gonna be a medium grind as usual. 25 clicks on the Comandante C4. So with that being said, we're gonna start grinding the beans. 今回は、豆はミディアムダークローストを 20g を使いますね。そしてお湯がなんか 80g。そして氷がお湯は 150g。そして氷が 80g ね。アイスコーヒーだから。So, I'm gonna get rid of the noise suppression. It's so loud. You guys should be able to hear the background noise now. なんかホワイトノイズも聞こえるね。You guys can hear the water being heated up and probably my fan as well. Do the brewers change when you do ice versus hot? Like there are different options when looking for references. I use the same brewers for ice and hot. So both the regular switch and the regular B60 work just fine. The noise suppression works overtime. Yeah, I am... I make sure it reduces the volume of a lot of unwanted noises. That's why when I take it off, it's kind of like, wow, I feel exposed. Anyways, with that being said, we're gonna start grinding the beans. というわけで、コーヒー豆をひきますね。よいしょ。This time's taking longer than usual. These beans. ¿Es importante el tipo de material de la taza para disfrutar el café? Pues ya es preferencia. Hay gente que le gusta las tazas de vidrio, unos de cerámica. Pero a mí me gustan ambos. Usualmente tomo con uno de cerámica para café caliente y con uno de vidrio para café frío, pero igual me interesa tener una de esas tacitas más especializadas, de esas que sacan más el aroma del café por la forma. También me llama la atención. 初見です。おはようございます。日本語ですみません。うん、日本語でもう大丈夫です。気にしないでくださいね。トライリンゴあるの。いや、いろんな言語を使ってるのコミュニティだから大丈夫です。De verdad? Sí, sí, sí. I mentioned this in Spanish right now, but they asked me what kind of material is there, if there's like any relevance on the material of the cup for drinking coffee. And it's usually like a preference. A lot of people like ceramic, a lot of people like glass. I personally like both. But I usually drink ceramic for hot coffee and then glass for ice, right? However, I have been seeing some glasses made out of glass for hot coffee that have a specific shape that apparently brings out the aromas of coffee when you pour into them. I'm kind of curious about them. Are they a gimmick or not? So I want to do like some research before I try it out. But it would be interesting, right? To test something like that. A glass cup can do that? Yeah, because apparently like the shape when you bring it to your mouth, it kind of exposes the aromas or has the coffee in a certain position that has the aromas closer to your nose or something like that. I think I can show you guys a picture of it. I think. Meanwhile, or is it? Yeah, I don't want to show brand names or something yet, unless I buy them myself. But it's, for example, something like something like this, where the shape is a little bit different on the bottom compared to like the upper part. And it's supposed to like bring out the aromas more. But I'm not sure. It could be marketing, so I'm curious. Anyways, the water's ready, and we don't want our ice to melt, so we're gonna start with the brewing. もうお湯を温めたからコーヒーを入れるのをスタートしますね。How do you know when to stop grinding the beans? When you're done grinding all of them. I pour 20 grams of beans into the grinder, and once I do not have anything else to grind, I'm pretty sure I'm ready. So yeah, that's usually how it works. Okay, so we're gonna be doing the 4 to 6 method by Tetsukasiya. It's basically a method that I've introduced before, but I've only done it with hot coffee so far. And it's a method that involves controlling the pour for the first 40% to determine sweetness, and then the other 60% to determine the strength of it. So our first 2 pours are going to determine the sweetness of the coffee. This time I'm only doing a very short bloom, like only 20 grams of water for the bloom. And then 60 grams. And then, another 40 grams. But for the other 60%, we're going to be brewing with the quantity to make it a balanced cup in terms of strength. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and start. Yoisho. And we're going to make sure it covers most of the coffee grounds. This is kind of hard to do with 20 grams. So what we're going to do also is we're going to swirl the the water a little bit around. That way, most of the coffee grounds are exposed. Now we're gonna wait for 40 seconds. I think we can put the music back on. Now that 40 seconds have passed, we're gonna pour again until 60 grams. Yoisho. Which beans are you using this time? I'm using a medium dark roast that I found around. I do not have a lot of details for it, but I'm pretty sure they're Mexican beans. Okay, now that's been a minute and 10 seconds. We're gonna do another pour until 90 grams. We start from the center and go to the edges, like that. And now we wait until 1 minute and 40. Yoisho. Now we pour until 120 grams. There you go. Basically, we want to keep pouring. After the first two pours, we want to pour every 30 seconds. Until we get to the desired amount. And now that we do 210, we're going to do one last pour until 150 grams. Yoisho. We can swirl around the brewer to make sure there's contact on all the coffee grounds. Now we wait for it all to drain. Usually the brew can take around 2 minutes and 40 seconds to 3 minutes. But at least for my pour, it seems pretty much done already. どうかな? Frio said, okay, to mix different types of coffee beans. Yeah, that's what's called a blender usually. There's single origin, which means just one type of bean from one specific place. And then there's also blends, which combine different beans for an achieved profile. All right. So, I should have brought a napkin or something. Okay, wait. So, we have the coffee now on the cafe, and we're gonna swirl it to make sure the ice melts. Considering the ratio of water to ice we did, it shouldn't feel watered down at all.涼しげな音する。まあそうはね、アイスを溶けるためにいろいろぐるぐるしてるね。Okay. So, now we're gonna pour the coffee into our cup and we should be ready. Yoisho. Okay. Now I can bring back the noise suppression. There you go. You should be able to hear me better now. もうちゃんと聞こえるね。入れる。完成しました。よいしょ。So, put this here. Now it's time to test out the coffee and see how it goes. いただきます。 いい感じだね。I really like this recipe. This is one of the most consistent recipes if you know how to pour well. This is pretty nice. Like, the flavor of the coffee bean is completely maintained, but it's still so refreshing and so nice. And because it's a medium dark roast, the ice balances it out. So it's not bitter at all. Provecho, gracias, gracias. Thank you very much. そうだね。なんかやっぱり、アイスコーヒーだったら、ミディアムとダークローストがちょうどいいね。氷がなんか、氷のおかげでバランスがあるから。全然いい感じだ。That's pretty good. It's pretty. It hits the spot right on these really hot days. この天気にちょうどいいね。暑すぎるの日。Speaking of iced coffee though, there's a lot of stuff that arrived yesterday for me that I kind of want to talk about. I'm very excited about different things. One is not even related to coffee at all, but I'll share with everyone as well. I have bought a cold brew maker because I have so many leftover beans and the weather is getting really hot. So I bought a cold brew maker and I'm excited to start making cold brew also. なんかコールドブルーのドリッパーじゃなくてコールドブルーのメーカーを買いましたね。I bought this is what it's called? Or this is what it is? It's called the Hario Mizudashi. I can put it here. Let me just make Pretty sure it's Misudashi? Yeah. That's the cold brew maker I bought. I am not a big cold brew drinker, but in the end I have so many beans that I need to use. I do not want to waste them, so I think it would be a good chance, especially with the hot weather coming by, to just make a bunch of cold brew and just drinking along the day whenever I want to. ¿Para qué se usa? Esto es para hacer cold brew. Es un tipo de café frío que se hace sin agua caliente, se hace con agua fría. Which beans do you plan to finish first? I have like a few Mexican beans that I've had since the beginning of the debut. And they're kind of getting stale, so. Hario to Furio. Hario and Furio. Hario, are you watching? Please. Yeah, no, Hario is a very consistent brand. Will you be able to do cold brew making, Zatsu? The thing is, though, making cold brew is just pouring water, pouring the bean grounds into the bottle, and then just waiting overnight. So, if anything, a way to incorporate cold brew into the coffee Zatsus, I thought, is like using the same bean for a cold brew, and the same bean for an iced coffee, like a pour over, like I usually do it, and taste the difference between a cold brew and a pour over iced coffee. That would have to be in the future, though. Like a cold brew I prepare beforehand, and I make iced coffee on the spot, and then I try both of them and discuss the differences. I think that would be interesting, right?飲めるまで何時間くらいかかるんだろう。少なくとも12時間ぐらいね。 けど、ちょうどいいポイントだったら、なんか、ずっと夜経った方がいい。24時間ぐらいね。What's your thought on instant coffee Freo? I'm not a fan. I'm usually not a fan. Speaking of coffee beans that have accumulated though. My coffee beans have arrived. Finally, the ones that I ordered from the fancy Panama place. They finally came here yesterday. I did not use them today because today was iced coffee day. Today was the promised iced coffee day, and I don't want to try them with iced coffee first. So they're finally here. そうだね、なんか注文したコーヒー豆はやっと着いたね。マジで嬉しいです。マジで嬉しい。So, anyone that remembers? I ordered these two beans, which are Afterglow, the Afterglow process, and the Symbiosis process. Right? Maybe I should make these smaller so both can fit on screen. Yeah. So these are the two flavors I ordered, or the two types of beans. There's a little bit more of a detailed explanation behind both of them, and I'll explain them in the respective Zatsu. And last time when I introduced these to you guys, I think you guys were most interested in Afterglow. So I'm gonna be trying Afterglow on the next English main coffee Zatsu. And then I'm gonna be trying Symbiosis on the next Japanese coffee Zatsu. Next Tuesday, actually. So, yeah, next Tuesday is gonna be another coffee Zatsu, but in Japanese. なんかそうだね。ちゃんとこの豆を紹介した時に、なんか EN のリスナーさんが Afterglow 気になったから、そして JP のリスナーさんが Symbiosis と気になったから、じゃあ次の日本語枠コーヒー雑談でシンビオシスプロセスを入れてみます。そして次の EN メインでAfterglow のプロセスを入れてみますね。そして次の水曜日7時にシンビオシスのコーヒー雑談をいたしますね。And I believe I told you guys about this also, but it took a while for these coffee beans to arrive. It took a while for these coffee beans to arrive, and the owner of the business, they sent me an email apologizing, and they asked me, it's like, hey, to compensate for the delay, do you have any beans that you're interested? So we can give that as a present for compensation. And I gave them two options. I gave them two options that I was interested for them to pick one. But they were so nice that they gave me both options. They gave me the two extra beans that I picked. So now I have 4 variations of beans. So なんか注文した時になんか全然なんかまだシッピング始めてなかったからディレイされたね。だからそしてこのビジネスの社長がEメールを送ってすいませんね謝るためになんかフリオが気になるの豆があるのって聞かれて、じゃあ2つの豆を教えたけどなんか多分1つだけ選ぶかなと思ってたけど、やっぱり優しすぎてビジネスの社長さんが2つを 送ってくれましたね。マジで優しすぎるよ。So, there's these two variations as well that I have been gifted. Illumination. Let me make these smaller. Illumination and arrow. These ones have a very interesting process because they're carbon macerated. That means that they are coffee beans where they vacuum seal them, removing the oxygen of them. I think arrow is a hybrid between carbon macerated and the usual washed, and elimination is completely carbon macerated. So there's no... It's a very fancy process that's like... It's like the rage right now in Oshari coffee beans. And Geisha's I mean the Arrow is a limited edition, so I'm very happy to try them out as well. So now we have so many different coffee beans to try. Nectarine is a fruit, by the way. It's kind of similar to peaches, I think. No. Nectarines are... Yeah, they're similar to peaches, right? So with that being said, we're going to have a little bit more of coffee satsus. Just because I want to try all of these. I do not know if I'm going to be trying them all for the first time on stream because I do not want them to get stale, but for sure the next two. The next two Symbiosis and Afterglow, I'll try them first with you guys. And also, I did mention... On Tuesday, we're going to have a Japanese coffee satsu. But on Saturday, next week, we're going to have the Afterglow coffee satsu. So we're going to have two coffee satsus next week to try those two first beans. Really excited to try these out. I'm still trying to think of the recipe that I want to use them for. Do I want to use my daily recipe for consistency, or do I want to use my most favorite recipe to bring out the most flavor out of them? So I'm still thinking about it. And also, I think I was asked about them getting stale. All of these were brewed like around the 26th of this month, so they're pretty freshly roasted. I said brewed, right? I meant roasted. Are there any beans that you would consider not worth the purchase, or beans that you personally aren't fond of? I mean, that's gonna be up to preference, but I think, for example, the blueberry blend, I do not think I'll be buying it again soon because while it's nice, it's very it's super blueberry-ish. So, since I've been drinking it a lot lately, I probably wouldn't buy it again soon, but I don't think it's not something that I wouldn't recommend. So, are you planning on making coffee using a new recipe? Since I want to try new beans, I'm probably going to be using my recipes that I always use for consistency. But later on, I want to introduce new recipes as well. The blueberry flavored coffee is really good, though. It is pretty good, and we've introduced it in various satsus already. How many beans do you have in storage at a time? I do not have like a certain amount that I aim for, but right now I have oh man, now that I have 4 new beans, I have I already gifted away the Indonesian beans that I bought and introduced here, the Manheling. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I have 8 variations now. So that's why I bought the cold brew maker, because I need to get some use out of those beans. Because right now I'm gonna be drinking the fancy ones, right? So I'm probably gonna use the ones that are a little bit more stale for cold brew. And I'm gonna be drinking more of my fancy coffee. Like on my daily pour over setup. Invítanos un cafecito. Pues se supone que este es el espacio, ¿no? Para que todos puedan... Para que podamos tomar un cafecito juntos. The variety of coffee beans in stock has increased since Frew has started streaming. Yeah, and that's thanks to everyone. That's thanks to your support. Before, I couldn't really afford fancy coffee beans. I would just use what I had. And now I can explore a little bit more of different fancy beans that I've been interested in for a while. So thank you very much, Doremin. Thank you so much, listeners. やっぱりなんかドレミンとリスナーさんのおかげでいろんな豆をなんか買って試してみるね。だって昔なんか活動始まる前にそんなになんか豆買えなかったからただできる限りの豆使ってたね。だからありがとうございます。嬉しいです。マジで嬉しい。I'm really happy to be able to expand on my hobby like this. また感想教えてね。もちろんです。もちろん。It's the least I could do. Okay, you need more coffee beans. Thank you so much. Kairos, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Furi, where do you recommend buying the Hario Switch or the Hario V60 from? That is gonna depend on what's accessible to you, right? A lot of online stores sell them, but I usually buy from the official Hario store. I think once you go past a certain price point, they can offer free shipping. But it's really going to depend on your area, right? But it's usually really accessible. I know Amazon sells Hario stuff. I know eBay sells a lot of Hario stuff. And I think if you're in Japan, Japan has physical stores that you can go. Shopee sells them too. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Ah, いいね。I really like iced coffee. I'll try cutting out locally first. Yeah, of course. It's so popular. I was watching a documentary the other day about the V60. How, I mean, I don't want to spoil too much if you guys are actually interested in it, but the V60 became popular. Well, it started in Japan. It wasn't popular at first. This was a Japan-only thing. But there was one point where there was this machine. This brewer, that automatic brewer that was really fancy. And a lot of fancy, like, specialty coffee shops were using it. I forgot the name of that brewer. But it was like a very fancy machine that was pretty expensive. And it was the first time that it was accessible to make specialty coffee at more affordable prices in different coffee shops. So it was a big hit. However, there was a time where like Starbucks wasn't doing really well financially. It didn't have a good reputation also. So what Starbucks decided to do, they bought the machine and started using it in their stores. Because I think the owners of the machine were also struggling to sell enough machines to break even. So Starbucks bought the machine. And a lot of specialty coffee shop owners, they didn't like that. They thought that was like treason. It's like they sold to corporate. And it's kind of like they went to the enemy. So a lot of them felt betrayed and stopped using the machine. They took them out of their shops and they had to look for an alternative. And instead of looking for an automatic machine to do everything, they found the V60, and they thought, wait, wouldn't it be more affordable to get these cheap plastic cone brewer that's like around $10 and have the baristas train to be able to pour the coffee, and you show the customers that they're brewing the coffee, and that way you can charge a little bit more for the cup, because it's more of a service including the brew, right? It's not a machine doing it, it's actual people doing it. So they started implementing the V60 in the coffee shops, and it became a huge hit. And now it's like the most popular coffee brewer. Things are intense in the coffee community. Oh yeah. Just like any hobby community, right? フリオの影響でブラックコーヒーを飲めるようになった。嬉しいです。嬉しい。それはなんかコーヒーのほんまの味だからね。I think I can maybe link the name of the documentary. It's by James Hoffman. James Hoffman is one of the most popular coffee content creators from England. Or is it? It's pretty recent. It's in English though. It's pretty short though, it's like 20 minutes. I'm gonna pin this here. It's very interesting. I really liked watching it. I was watching it while eating, like back when it came out. Do you like to watch documentaries often? I don't watch them as much anymore, but I used to. But if it's related to what I like or my hobbies, then yeah. They can be quite interesting. 教えてくれてありがとう。もちろんなんか、ちゃんと説明してなかったから、ほんまのドキュメンタリーを見た方がいいと思う。I only explained like very roughly what happened, so I think this might be a way better way of introducing it instead of just taking my word for it, right? Someone commented in Japanese, by the way. Thanks to Frio's influence, I was able to drink coffee black. Now, that makes me really happy. It's like, of course, there's nothing wrong with drinking coffee with milk or with sugar, but I'm glad people are more willing to give black coffee a try and get to like it. So I was wondering, has anyone else been able to drink black coffee since my stream started? When you couldn't before? My YouTube vlog is about to push this content out. Yeah! Let's go. I've been trying. Hey, the fact that you're trying is appreciated also. I started processing down to only a little bit of sugar, so it's not too bad. Black coffee's just the way. Yeah, it is. I'm a barista and honestly still can't enjoy black coffee. Interesting. What kind of coffee do you like the most as a barista then? Be strong one day. Ganbare, Doremin. You guys got this. Rather than drinking it more, I've improved on making it thanks to your recipe. So you don't drink it, but you make it? Like, do you work as a barista also? Tuba, thanks so much for the super chat. Hi, Frio. I have a job interview tomorrow, and I'm here to relieve some stress. Wish me luck. You got this. You got this. I'm wishing you the best of luck in your interview. Also, I think I didn't think. Free, thanks so much for the super chat. Kapungrat, more coffee beans. Also, good morning, Footy. Good morning. Good morning, Free. Thanks so much for the super chat. Hope you're having a nice one so far. And also, Captain Bob, thanks so much for the super chat. Hi, Free. I hope you and everyone's having a good day. Thank you. Likewise, I hope you're having a good day. I typically just drink it with almond milk, sugar-free vanilla, warm or iced. I see. That sounds nice also, though. I think that's how I usually used to drink coffee before I got used to drinking it black, like with almond milk or oat milk. そうね、なんか、フリオの影響で、ブラックコーヒーを飲めるようになったってのコメント聞いたけど、気になるね。なんか、コーヒーサツの始まったから、今もうブラックコーヒー飲めるドレミンがいるかな？どう？飲めるの？無理かな？I have specific cafes where I like to drink black coffee. That's valid also, depending on how they brew it. Nomeru yo. いいじゃん。ブラック美味しいよ。いいじゃん。ナイス。元から飲めるけど、飲む頻度増えた。そうなんだ。アイスコーヒー好きだよ。ブラックコーヒー好きだよ。いいじゃん。悲しいけど無理ですね。まあ、それわかるね。ちょっと苦手だ。まあ、難しいね。Quizás porque usamos cafetera, no me gusta el café negro. Sí, usualmente las cafeteras, especialmente las baratas, no lo hacen bien. Queda muy amargo. O muy ácido, muy agrio, ¿no? I need pastries with black coffee. I like pastries with black coffee, though. もともとブラック派です。いいじゃん、仲間。ブラック好きだよ。甘いのは苦手。Interesting. So, I feel like, from what I've seen, well, there's a few that also say they're not that good at it. There's more, I think that the Japanese side is more used to black coffee than the English side. The English side says, I think most of them were like still not able to drink the black coffee as much. Interesting. ¿Qué tal los hispanos? ¿Suelen tomar el café negro o usualmente ocupan azúcar o leche? スペイン語はどうかな？スペイン語圏のドレミ。Café negro con azúcar morena. Eso es común en Latinoamérica, ¿no? O sea, café sin leche pero con azúcar. Unas gotitas de stevia. No te sabe el stevia como... No te deja como un sabor medio amargo en la boca. Yo cuando usaba sustitutos prefiero la Splenda. Pero, ¿sabes? Yo siempre uso el polvo, así que tal vez las gotitas saben mejor. Yo lo prefiero negro. Leche. Y a los niños con leche. Negra con canela. Uy, sabe rico. Eso sabe rico. Me gusta mucho con canela también. O sea, sí, pero bueno, es lo que hay cuando tienes diabetes. No digas eso. Así es la mejor forma de tomar café, en mi opinión. Nada. This is also very interesting. This is a common Latin American thing, I think, but while they do drink black coffee often, they drink it with sugar, but no milk. Like either black coffee with sugar or with cinnamon. I think that's very interesting. そうね、なんかこれも面白いね。なんかスペイン語系のドレミン、そしてラテンアメリカはこれは普通かな。なんかブラックコーヒー飲めるけど、普通にミルクや牛乳全然つけなくて、砂糖も入ってるよ。砂糖やシナモンね。ブラックと砂糖だけで。それは面白いね。僕は砂糖と飲んでた時にあまりなんかずっと牛乳を入ってたから面白いね。People do sugar to here but without milk. I personally never drank too much of coffee that without that. If it has sugar, it usually always has milk. And of course, I think we also have the piloncillo. How do you say piloncillo in English? O la panela, como le dicen también. But we have this this kind of like brown sugar or raw unrefined cane sugar that we use with coffee and it becomes café de olla ね。なんかピロンシーヨっていうのやつがあるね。なんか砂糖みたいな感じ、ブラウンシュガーみたいな感じ。そしてそれを使ってカフェでオヤのブラックコーヒーを作りますね。なんか甘いね。甘くていい感じ。多分ラテン系やメキシコのレストランに行ったことあるの人が多分これは見たことあるね。カフェでオヤ。Maybe anyone that's gone to like a Mexican or a Latin restaurant have seen it, Café de Olla, which is like it's like black coffee, but it's sweet because they use the piloncillo or the panela. I think depending on the Latin American country, that piloncillo is going to have a different name. Piloncillo is brown sugar. It's not just brown sugar. It's a specific type of unrefined sugar or molasses. It's not the same as just regular brown sugar. Yo no puedo tomar café caliente a pesar de que me gusta más el café negro. Prefiero ponerle un poquito de leche bien fría del refri que agua fría o hielo para no volverlo guayoyo. ¿Qué es guayoyo? Pero también eso es válido, ¿no? Lo importante es tomarlo como te guste. Chirabete mita. 黒糖なんか砂糖となんか黒いねの感じね。黒糖みたいな見た目それは似てるよ。ちょっとなんか黒糖と同じじゃないけど似てるね。めちゃくちゃ似てる。Also, Coco, thank you so much for the super chat. Hi, Free. I recently got promoted at work, so I wanted to send a celebratory super chat. Thank you for always being such a good influence to Otamin and teaching us about coffee and Spanish. Your streams energize me just like coffee. Thank you very much. And also, congrats on your promotion. I'm very happy for you. Thank you very much. What's in it? I'm sure you worked hard to deserve it, so thank you very much. そして、レーモンクリームさん、2時スーパーチャットありがとうございますね。今朝も、おいしょと、氷のすすやかな音に癒された。コーヒー雑談から、心の落ち着きをもらってるよ。仕事頑張れる。ありがとう。行ってきます。行ってらっしゃいね。頑張ってくださいね。仕事。ありがとうございます。頑張ってね。行ってらっしゃい。Guayoyo es como aguado. Ya veo. Nunca lo había escuchado. Moras ですね。それは違うけど。 Aquí le decimos agua sucia cuando está aguado. Agua sucia. I wonder what should be the word of today also. Maybe we should do sugar. Oh, nice. We're on the same spot. Sugar はいい感じね。Alright. じゃあ Same wavelength. Yeah. There you go. Azúcar. 砂糖 Sugar. Azúcar. And that's a pretty useful, very important word, I think, especially if you order coffee. コーヒーを頼むときにこれは便利かな。It's likeいい感じ。カフェcon azúcar, por favor. ちょうどいいよ。偉いね。いいじゃん。con azúcar, por favor. Like with sugar, please. Oh, sin azúcar, por favor. No sugar, please. Sin azúcar, por favor. Sin はなしね。砂糖でなしお願いします。砂糖なしでお願いします。con azúcar、砂糖でお願いします。す発音はすなんかずみたいな感じね。ずアスカルじゃなくてアスカル。con あり sin なし。そうそれなね。con is with, sin is and sin is without. Café con leche. Café sin azúcar. Oh, I forgot the accent point, but sin azúcar. What's the difference between no and sin? No is no, and sin is without. How do you ask for less sugar? Con menos azúcar, por favor. So, ¿cómo se dice sin azúcar en japonés? So, usually if you are ordering something in Japanese, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but you can say nashi. Nashi de onegai shimasu. Usually when I order ramen, I say con nashi de onegai shimasu because I don't like corn. So like nashi. Nashi de onegai shimasu. So yeah, for example, in this case, コーヒー砂糖なしでお願いします。砂糖 with sugar. 砂糖 meaning sugar, so 砂糖なしでお願いします。ラーメンのコーン苦手。普通にコーン好きじゃない。What's your beef with corn? I like corn and popcorn and tortillas, of course. I really like tortillas. But I don't like corn itself. Like the kettles and stuff. Elotes, no me gustan los elotes. You like corn flavor stuff? Depending on the flavor though. Esquites es lo mismo que elotes, ¿no? Pero no me gusta. Corn soup. まあ飲めるけど好きじゃないね。I do like cornbread though. Cornbread I'm okay, and also corn tamales. I'm okay with. El pan de elote sí me gusta y los tamales de elote también. Pero usualmente no me gusta comérmelo así como en los granos, ¿no? Como en esquite. 好き嫌いあって可愛い。可愛くないよ。恥ずかしいよ。いつもなんか何でも食べれるの人はかっこよくて羨ましい。Oh, also, I really like pozole. And that has corn in it. Yeah, I'm really jealous of envious of people that can eat anything. That is very cool, and as someone that can be picky with certain foods, it's a little bit embarrassing. That's a different kind of corn, right? Yeah, it is different. But yeah, no, I don't think I have any allergies to food. Corn soup は日本だと朝にパンと飲むことが多いけど、海外ではそんなに飲まないかな。コーンスープが、多分場所によるけど、普通に飲めるね。海外も。When you're in an Asian household, you learn to eat everything your mom cooks. If not, she will cook you. Yeah, I think that's what's most embarrassing, right? Or that's what I don't like about having foods that I don't like. Because if I go to someone's household, I think it's extremely rude to not eat what you are served. So usually in those cases, I will just not chew the food that I don't like. Because I don't want to be rude. Because my issues are usually more texture related than flavor related, so I will just not chew it. You swallow them whole like pills. Usually, like, you either cut them, you cut the food into small pieces so it's easier to swallow, right? Of course, if it's a big piece, it's impossible. Or you chew a minimal amount of times. I just hold it in and eat them with tears in my eyes, like crying. It's like, it's so good. It's so good. I've never had something like this before. Thank you very much. I gotta do that with beans. I love beans. Oh no. Okay, Sabdi, muchas gracias por el super chat. Te quiero mucho, frío, eres muy lindo. Muchas gracias por el super chat. Gracias. Yua-chan, スーパーチャットありがとうございますね。月曜から、寝坊してやばいけど、雑談は聞けてよかった。素敵な時間を過ごしてね。ありがとうございますね。寝坊して残念だけど、今日も頑張ってね。応援してます。そして、ライカさん、スーパーチャットして、セニー、thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good morning, Mimin. Good morning, good morning. ザワン。Do you like beans in soup or side dish? And like, I like beans in almost everything. Yo cuando la carne de pulpo, ay, también me gusta mucho el pulpo. I really like octopus. Like in takoyaki. So nice. Or fried octopus is also pretty good. Uh, 普通に漢字読めてんのすごいな、この人。まあ、いろいろよく間違える時があるから。まだまだね。まだ未熟です。ありがとうございます。I love takoyaki. Takoyaki is really nice. I would like to eat it again. I had it in Japan. I think I haven't had it since Japan. 多分最後たこ焼きと食べた時にね、やっぱり日本に行った時にね、美味しかった。¿Qué es el takoyaki? Son bolitas de pulpo fritos, japonesos. By the way でタコパーしてほしい。あ、絶対に。けどね、ジールがグルーテンアレルギーあるから無理だね。It would be, well, someone said that it would be nice if we did a takoyaki party with By the Beat, but unfortunately, Zeal has a gluten allergy, so we cannot eat that together. And it would be sad if we're all eating, he's just watching, right? I think he also has trouble with certain fish. Komeko で大丈夫？その米粉たこ焼きやる？ Oh, they said that maybe with rice flour. 米粉でいけそうかな？タコは食べれるかな？チールくんが。覚えてないけど。だっていろんな魚のアレルギーがあるから。後で切ってみるね。タコもダメかも。覚えてないね。タコは魚ですか？魚よりなんていうの、シーフードだね。いろんな、なんか、シーフードのアレルギーがあるから。タコじゃなくて、ソーセージとかチーズも入れるよね。そうだね。今もうたこ焼きじゃなくて、ソーセージ焼きか。ソーセージ焼き。We could make it work then, maybe. Depending on if we replace the batter and the octopus. ロシアンルーレットたこ焼きもとか面白そう。まあ、それはジルに危ないけど。A Russian roulette takoyaki party when we don't know what's inside. That could be dangerous though. なんか、キュウリつけてるのたこ焼きがあったら無理だよ。死ぬ。If there's one with cucumbers inside, I will die. Maybe with spicy instead. I think Azil and I are pretty good with spicy, but I think the other two aren't so much, so that would be interesting. はるさんつぶちゃとありがとうございます。ね、月曜日の憂鬱な朝を、癒しの時間に、変えてくれて、ありがとう。仕事は始まるので、残りはアーカイブで聞きます。行ってきますね。仕事頑張ってください。応援してます。いってら。ミントチョコたこ焼き。I like mint choco, but that does not sound very appetizing. チョコミント好きだけど、チョコミントたこ焼きはそんなに美味しくなさそうね。It does not seem very good to me. When I think of chocominto, I associate it with like a cold snack or a cold food. I think hot chocominto is not very appetizing to me. なんかちょんとチョコミント考えたら、なんか普通になんか冷たいお菓子を考えるね。温かいお菓子はそんなになんか美味しくなさそうね。ホットミント。It's kind of like deep fried ice cream. Have you tried it before? I think I tried it once in a Japanese restaurant. I tried a deep fried matcha ice cream. I wasn't that big of a fan. Matcha ice cream is really nice. Yes. But it's just crazy how America fries everything. There's like the deep fried Oreos. Also deep fried butter. Yeah, no, they fry everything. Do you like deep fried foods in general? I usually don't. It's too much for me. It's way too much for me. Is it their culture? Yeah, I think so.バターをあげるの。そう。ディープフライバター。売ってるよ。なんか祭りで。カーニバルでとか。陽気だと思うね。全然食べれない。American culture ね。カロリーがもう無理だ。爆弾ね。Yeah, it's a calorie bomb at that point. I think you have like your day worth of calories with just that Oreo. 食べてみたい。いや、多分危ないかも。油が。カロリーが多くてやばいよ。As an American, I find it not to my liking, but usually in the south side of America rather than the whole of America. That is true. It depends on the place. Over here, I've only seen it in like fairs and stuff, but I don't see it often either. Deep fried water. わあ。プリオは運動してる？最近はそんなにしてないね。ただ、たまに歩くとか、それだけ。 That would just explode? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the deep fried water is actually a thing or is it just a joke? 散歩いいね。あとさ、人気を作ってね。まあ、もう暑くなってきたから先々してないね。外に出かくないから。Do you have a favorite American snack? I like American snacks. I like Swiss fish. Those candies. Swedish fish. Yeah, not Swiss fish. Swedish fish. Sorry. Swedish fish. Yeah, with hot sauce, they're pretty nice. Or with chamoy. Sorry. Yeah, it's Swedish, not Swiss. Nerds are too sour for me now. I liked them when I was younger, though. Yeah, I like gummies with hot sauce. Especially if it's more of like a sour hot sauce, like chamoy. Or like a limey hot sauce mix. Those are nice. You like chill mango candies? Yeah, I do. Chili mango. 諸君です。英語わからないんですけど、何について話してるんですか？今はなんかアメリカのお菓子の話ね。でもぜひ、日本語、スペイン語、英語で大丈夫だから。気にしないでね。いらっしゃい。ホットソースの紙。美味しいと思う、あのコンビ。でね、普通になんかゴミが甘くて、酸っぱいだから、ホットソースがいいコンビだと思う。特になんかもっと酸っぱいのホットソースね。機会あったら全然ぜひ食べてみて。Is that a combo common or a Frio special? I think in Latin America it's pretty common. ラテンアメリカでこれはなんかよく食べてると思う。Especially with chamoy. ラテンだ。そのイメージあるね。ラテンの人は何でもホットソースにつけるね。けど、それは違うね。なんか、もちろんメキシコがホットソースは何でもつけてるけど、他のラテンアメリカの国はそんなにホットソースは使わないね。I think it is pretty common to put hot sauce on a lot of stuff, but I think it's not just a Latin America thing. Because I know a lot of Latin American countries do not consume a lot of hot sauce or spices. I think it's mostly Mexico. But because of Mexico, a lot of people generalize it to just Latin America, right? That does not mean that there's no spicy food in other countries, but usually the ones that have the very spicy food is just Mexico. Hot sauce is good on almost everything, not gonna lie. I don't like it on sweet stuff though. On like chocolate or something like that. That's a little bit too much for me. But on sour stuff, it's pretty nice. Or on like chips. I really like it on chips. Yeah, Salvadorans don't eat spicy things in general. Yeah, I think a lot of South American countries do not actually... Like Central America to South America does not consume a lot of hot sauce compared to like Mexico, right? Charmy, thanks so much for the super chat. Wow, thank you for I got into coffee because of you and even studied well by looping your work stream. Because of my good grades, I'm getting my own gatita soon. She'll be at Tabiko. But as for names, maybe Furinyao. You're gonna name your cat after me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Otsu, on your grades. And please take very good care of your cat. おめでとう、オンダガティータね。まずは、ニーポさん、そばちゃとありがとうございますね。今日もコーヒーさんありがとう。今、配信見ながら、私もカフェコンイエロ飲んでます。ゴリオ君のとこも暑いから、体調に気をつけて、今日もいい日を過ごしてね。ありがとうございますね。カフェコンイエロって覚えて、偉いですね。ありがとうございます。うん。そちらも、そうだね。なんか日本で暑いから、そして湿度高いからみんな気をつけてね。ちゃんと水飲んでね。I think in Asia, it's also getting really hot. And humidity is very high over there, right? So, everyone, please make sure to stay hydrated. And take care, okay? If you could get a food to describe by the beat members, what would you give them? It's kind of tough. Okay. I think Calyx would be cheese. I think Calyx suits cheese a lot. He likes cheesecake a lot, but I think just cheese in general. What would Seal and Sable be? Because it's foods, not drinks, right? Sable blue cheese and then Zeal green cheese. Yeah, no, that's easy. Yeah, no, I really love blue cheese, by the way. Blue cheese is one of my favorites. Zeal is jalapeno. Can Zeal claims jalapenos? Wine と合うよね。まあけど食べ物だったらね。Okay. I think Sable would be cookies and cream ice cream. Not only because he really likes it, but I think it's pretty fitting. Cookies and cream ice cream. And then Zeal. Zeal, I think, I think Zeal would be a steak. Like a good steak. That way you have the whole by the wheat meal. You have the main dish, the steak, you have the cheese, and then you have the dessert. How about Freya? Oh yeah, what kind of food would I be? You're the coffee. But it's food. I cannot be a drink, right? Tacos? Why did you pick tacos? I wonder. I think I would maybe be something very simple or very minimalist. meal needs a drink. Yeah, but I was asked what kind of foods I would associate them, right? I'm just the tortillas. Like a creme brulee. Creme brulee is nice, but it's too sweet for me sometimes. Yeah, maybe I can be the bread. Tiramisu. Tiramisu is my favorite dessert, yes. Cornbread Frio. After I said that I don't like corn, you guys are naming all the corn foods. Flan? I love flan. Pan dulce, tal vez. I don't know. Do you guys associate me with sweet food? I think if it was me, I wouldn't associate myself with like something really sweet or like a dessert. Or if it's a dessert, it would be a very subtle tasting dessert. Pasta. I associate with coffee candies like cookie cut. There was a survival show I was watching that often had a cookie cut commercials. Cookie cut. Affogato. Oh, that sounds nice. I really like affogatos also. Pasta. Carbonara. I associate it with coffee. I can't think anything else. Flan daisuki. 僕も好き. Maybe aglio e olio. Aglio e olio. I really like that one. It's very simple, right? I can see that. Because it's a comforting but very simple minimalist kind of a dish, right? Just the aglio e olio. I like that. Either that or like a tiramisu maybe. A tiramisu that's not too sweet. Unas enchiladas con lechuga arriba. A mí no me gustan con lechuga, pero sí me gustan las enchiladas. Aglio olio. なんか、日本語でなんて言うの？アグリオオリオ。ただガーリックとバターのパスタね。アーリオオーリオね。アーリオオーリオ。What kind of enchiladas? Red. Always red. I see, so it's just called aglio olio in Japanese. ペビさん、サブチャットありがとうございますね。フリオキョン、今日も配信ありがとう。コーヒーサさんのおかげで、もともと好きだったけど、コーヒーにより興味が持てたので、カフェ探しも楽しいです。最近素敵なコーヒーのカフェを見つけたので、今度フリオくんグースと一緒に行ってきます。そこは、ガトーショコラ美味しいらしいので楽しみ。ぜひ、機会あったら、教えてね。写真とか。楽しみにしてる。ありがとうございます。フリオオーリオ。アリオオーリオ。読むの間違えた。フリオオーリオはダメ。No Frio olio. Helado de mango. Ah, cuando hace calor queda muy bien el helado de mango. También con salsa picante. Con salsa picante también queda bien. O chamoy. During hot weather, mango ice cream is so nice. It's super nice. Especially with hot sauce or with chamoy. To balance the sweetness of it. Do you like dried mangoes? Yeah. Especially with the spicy variant of it. The chili dried mangoes. A sorbet? Yeah. The mango sorbet. What about mangoes by itself? It depends on the variant of the mango. I don't like them when they're very stringy. But I like them when they're very smooth. Like the Manila variant of mangoes I really like. Mangonadas are nice also. I basically don't like it when the mango gets stuck in your teeth. We have the best mangoes in the Philippines. Philippines is very famous for their mangoes, right? Even in Latin America, I grew up with that. Yeah, el mango Manila. It's very popular. Wait. Let me... 1 second. Okay.これからの季節のソルベ美味しいよね。そうだね。マンゴーのソルベが特に美味しい。暑い季節に。I have never tried pupusas though. I don't think I have tried them. So, I mean, which So, pupusas are more like Central American, right? They're from El Salvador. Yeah, I don't think I've had the opportunity to try them. Sorry, what is chamoy? Chamoy is a spicy and sweet type of sauce. It's very common in Mexico. It is made out of a base of usually like fruit, like nectarines, peach, or even mangoes. It's very interesting because it was actually made by a Japanese immigrant that came to Mexico. They wanted to make something similar to the umeboshi, but they didn't have the ume. So instead, they used the fruits that were available in Latin America, and they ended up making chamoy. How do you spell umeboshi? U with a U. そうなんかチャモイって聞いたことあるかな？チャモイ is not チャムコ。なんかメキシコでこれはなんか有名なソースね。酸っぱくて辛いけどそんなに辛くないね。普通になんか果物とかお菓子とかでつけてる。そしてあのソースがなんか日本からメキシコに引っ越ししたの人がこれを作ったね。梅干しみたいなソースを作りたかったけど、やっぱりラテンアメリカで梅がないから。じゃあ、ラテンアメリカのカシス使って、チャモイが生まれたね。 普通に桃とか、ネクタリンっていうとか、使うね。マンゴーで作るもあるけど。日本の考案だ。日本人の。There's also something very interesting. We have in Mexico, there's the things called Japanese peanuts. But they're not from Japan. They're completely Mexican. Which are like peanuts coated in like a fried batter that has soy sauce. With like a soy sauce flavoring in it. They're very nice. But yeah, they're not Japanese. But they were made by a Japanese immigrant also. In Mexico. I don't remember if it's a Japanese immigrant or the spouse of a Japanese immigrant. そうね、なんか、メキシコで、ジャパニーズピーナッツがあるけど、全然日本のではないね。メキシコだよ。ただ、日本に引っ越したの日本人の妻か、覚えてないけど、なんかこれ作ったね。なんかピーナッツ、そしてなんかソイソースのバターで、作って、で、ちょっと焼いてるね。なんか面白いと思う。だって、ずっと日本のだと思ってたけど、全然ラティンアメリカだよ。いや、ソイビンじゃなくて、ライスじゃないよ。ピーナッツだよ。I think it was a Japanese immigrant who lived in Mexico. Yeah, I think so too. I've heard two stories. That it was an immigrant or that it was the spouse of an immigrant. Or something like that. Oishii. 普通に美味しい。Wait, one second. I think Gatita has her paw stuck on the window grill. ちょっと待ってね。大丈夫だ。She got it out. Okay. Sometimes she'll get excited and see birds and she'll try to like catch them, but no, she's fine. She got it out. She's looking at the birds right now. No suele hacer cierto ruido cuando veo un pájaro. La mía siempre lo hace de vez en cuando, usualmente en las mañanas, cuando empiezan a cantar los pajaritos. Sí hace un ruido chistoso. She does not meow at the birds, but she makes an interesting sound sometimes when she sees them. It's something like a cat does to like attract them, right? Like an instinct. It's not a meow, but it's kind of like an interesting noise. I think cats do it a lot. It's kind of like imitating the bird in a way. そうね、なんか猫ちゃんが鳥ちゃんを見たらなんかいろんななんか応答するね。特徴な鳴き声する。なんか鳥の音を真似してるみたい。Yeah, it's like chirping. I think from what I heard, it's like cats instinctually do this so that they can attract the birds to hunt them. Café con hielo hace calor por ahí. Sí, estamos como a 30, 31 grados ahorita. 初めて聞くとびっくりするよね。そうだね。初めて聞いたときに、猫ちゃんが鳥ちゃんとコミュニケーションを頑張ってるかなと思ってたけど。違うね。Es el clima de todos los días del año acá. Ustedes solo tienen verano e infierno, ¿verdad? Sí, no, acá sí tenemos las temporadas. Emono deしょ? Emonoを狙うときね。そうだね。シャワーしてるのわけではないのか。まあそうだね。それはインスティンクトだね。It's silly, but it's part of their instincts. It's not like they're hungry or they actually want to eat food. It's just it's kind of like something they can't help. You know, it's also a part of entertainment, right? It fulfills a certain part of their being in a way. That's why the way they play is usually like hunting, right? Hanta no honno. そうだね。Hunter. Oh, also, I forgot to bring it up. Because I was talking about stuff I got. I got my new switches. I still haven't installed them on my keyboard yet, but I got the switches that I wanted to try. I'm very excited to installing them and seeing how they sound compared to the previous ones. I do not have them installed on my keyboard yet, but I can probably show you guys. 1 second. How they sound without the keycap. 新しいキーボードのスイッチ変えたけど、まだ、キーボードでまだインストールしてないけど、なんかこんな感じで聞こえるね。どうかな？ちょっと待って。OK。ちょっと待って、聞こえないかも。You can hear my background noise, I think. BGM、なんか、背景の音聞こえるけど、なんかこんな感じね。ちょっと待って、ぶつけた。こんな感じね。インストールするのを楽しみにしてる。It sounds like a click. They're not clickies though. They're linear switches. Are you gonna mod your keyboard? I don't think I need to mod it. I'm just gonna replace the switches. Will we get to hear them install too? I mean, of course. I think when I play games, especially platformers, the keyboard sound is inevitable. I can hear the fan or air conditioner. Yeah, because it's really hot, right? I need to have it on. Right now, Gatita's like standing right in front of it because she's experiencing the heat as well. Cherry switches. Yeah, they're not cherry switches though. They're HMX.押し心地も変わる。ああ、そうだね。なんか今使ってるのスイッチが、多分42や45グラムのだね。なんか押しの重さだけど、この新しいスイッチは多分なんか52ぐらい。52グラムぐらいの押し重さね。Do you buy your switches pre-lubed? Yeah, I do not lube my own switches. I think it's in 2025, it's really not that needed anymore. There's so many good options that are pre-lubed already. Don't cats sleep a lot when it's hot? They do, but they also sleep a lot when it's cold. 重いんじゃ疲れるんじゃないの？そうだね。けどなんか 50g のはちょうどいいと思う。前なんか 60g のスイッチ使ったことあるけど、それは絶対に疲れてた。いい感じだったけど、やっぱり疲れてたね。重い方が使いやすいのかな？なんかバランスがあるね。なんか軽かったらなんか間違えるの簡単になるね。だから少し重さがあっていいと思う。個人的にね。Usually like they asked if these switches are heavier than the ones that I have used, and yes, the ones that I have on my keyboard right now, the ones that my keyboard came with, they're usually like I think they're 42 to 45 grams of force needed, but these new ones are like 52 grams of force. They're a little bit heavier, which it's a little bit more fitting to my preference, because that way I think it's less likely to make mistakes. I'm kinda lagging here. My camera. That's kind of weird. カメラがちょっとラグしてるね。おかしいよ。ちょっと待ってね。カメラがバグってるから。BRB。Okay, I think it's fixed now. I don't know why. I just turned off the camera and turned it on again. なんだ、カメラをリセットして、マチになったか。 どうだったかな? I wonder what was the issue. Yeah, we're good. Tadaima. Thank you much. I'm back. Kamera-kun, ohayo. 頑張ってるね、カメラちゃん。But yeah, speaking of switches, like I do like a little bit heavier. That's why I went with 50 grams this time. But if it's too much, then it gets tiring. Like the holy pandas that I was using, also in my 60%. Those are a little bit too tiring, even though I like the feeling. So I think 50 grams is like the equivalent of a Cherry MX Black. So I think it's the best balance for me. Is camera in Spanish a feminine word or a masculine one? Camera in Spanish is feminine. Cámara. Camera is so it's la cámara, not el cámara. Cámara. La cámara. That's what he said. カメラちゃん。カメラが、情勢的な言葉だから、la cámara ね、el cámara じゃなくて。やっぱり難しいね、性別があるって。Any word in Spanish that you think is supposed to be masculine, feminine, but it's actually in another gender? The most commonly confused one is agua, which means water. Agua is masculine, el agua. But usually most words that end with A are feminine. So most people think it's la agua, but it's el agua. If it's plural, like las aguas, then you use the feminine one though. That is true. スペイン語ですか？スペイン語です。よく活動で僕はスペイン語母国語の人だから毎回配信でいろいろスペイン語の言葉を教えてますね、リスナーさんに。Agua is masculine, yes. El agua. Why does it end with an A then? I mean, I think it's just an exception for the rule. Some words have exceptions, but I think there's a more defined rule that I can't remember for why it's masculine and why it's feminine. ¿Quieres una agua? That's wrong. But I think ¿quieres un agua? It's also bad. Usually you will say ¿quieres agua? Una agua sounds a little bit weird, I think. Usually it would be ¿quieres un vaso de agua? Un vaso con agua. ¿Quieres agua? But ¿quieres una agua? Is not commonly used, I think. Or not used grammatically correctly, I think. Like a colloquial usage can be okay, I guess. It's masculine because agua starts with A. But what about almendra? Almendra starts with A and ends with A, but it's feminine, right? Las almendras. La almendra. But it's not masculine, so I don't think starting with A is the reason. Creo que azúcar también es una excepción. Se dice el azúcar por lo general. That is true. Azúcar es masculine. El azúcar. Nadie dice la azúcar. That is true. azúcarなんか今日教えた言葉も、性別がなんか男子の言葉ね。El azúcar. La azúcar じゃなくてel azúcar ね。English has a lot of weird rules too, right? I think English has a lot more exceptions and rules that do not make that much sense. I think in Spanish, it's a little bit, in Spanish, it's a little bit more like defined in terms of rules. It's just a lot of native speakers do not know the rules because they've just been speaking through culture so far. ややこしい。まあ難しいよね。なんか文法のルールがマジでなんかいいと思うけど、みんななんかネイティブのスピーカーで韓国で話してるから多分ネイティブの人が多分そんなに詳しくないね。ネイティブのルール。僕はもう多分高校から全然スペイン語を勉強してないから、いろいろ忘れてるのルールがあるね。Entonces, los azúcares sería, supongo. No. Como el agua sería las azúcares. Porque en plural se cambia a femenino. Las aguas, las azúcares. Las azúcares saturadas no te hacen bien. Según yo. Bilingual の人すごいよ。うん。やっぱりそうだね。Frío, una pregunta. ¿Tú en sí qué eres? Porque me das impresión de príncipe, vistes muy elegante. Soy el diseñador de la 11ª unidad de NIJISANJI en By the Beat. Somos una unidad que tiene un live house donde hacemos varias actividades como presentaciones. Tenemos un bar también. Y yo me encargo de tanto la estética y todo la configuración técnica del live house que se llama By the Beat. A nata wa Tollingura desu. そうだけど、なんか、話せるの言語は全部間違ってるから。なんか、もう、いつか、日本語は、ネイティブみたいな感じになってくれたら、嬉しいですね。難しいけど。いつも日本語話すと、なんか、ネイティブを届けるの距離が伸びる感じするわ。マジで深い言語だから。Qué bonita se escucha la presentación en español. ¿Se te hace? siento que como que es la que menos digo, es la que menos estoy acostumbrado. Soy Freodore, diseñador de la 11ª unidad de NIJISANJI EN by the Beat. Hi, I'm Freodore, designer of NIJISANJI EN's 11th unit by the Beat. Freodore です。NIJISANJI EN 所属。by the Beat のビジュアルセンスがこだわりのデザイナーです。やっぱり、一番慣れてるの紹介は英語だね。大家好，NIJISANJI EN 的 Freodore。好久不见，认识你很高兴。Then what would be French? Bonjour, je suis Freodore de NIJISANJI EN. Enchanté. Your Chinese is slowly improving? 谢谢。Thank you. Suenas muy polite en español. Bueno, yo en español nunca he sido decir muchas groserías. Y trato de minimizar tanto los modismos. Para no confundir, porque pues en Latinoamérica hay muchas variaciones de los significados, ¿no? Así que es fácil que uno se pueda confundir. Y también como... Bueno, pues yo creo que estos últimos años he hablado así, pero ya estando en la posición como un representante hispanohablante de NIJISANJI EN, siento como que se me sube un poco la responsabilidad de querer hablar No querer hablar bien porque no quiero insinuar que otras formas de hablar son malas, pero siento que me gustaría mostrar un español que no se siente muy confuso de aprender para los extranjeros. Men-san、そばチャットありがとうございますね。おはよう、フリオくん。今日もフリオくんの配信のために早起きしました。このおかげで、いつもより余計で、出勤しています。会社に、到着する前に、カフェでアイスコーヒーを買っていく予定です。今日もいろんな面白い話をたくさんしてくれてありがとう。Always thank you for stream. 감사합니다. Thank you very much. アイスコーヒーをエンジョイしてね。そして仕事を行ってらっしゃい。頑張ってください。応援してます。余裕。余計じゃなくて余裕ね。on the way。余裕だ。間違えたね。間違えた。確かに。すいません。余裕。なんかよの漢字見て、余計だったと思ったけど、you の漢字はちゃんと読めなかったね。Un español neutral. No siento que mi español es neutro. Siento que Por supuesto, no les voy a confirmar de dónde soy, pero siento que cualquiera que pueda reconocer el español va más o menos a ver. Siento que mi español me delata mucho. Y ciertas palabras que uso también. Así que, sorry, no les voy a confirmar si me preguntan, pero los que saben, saben.出勤もできててすごかったよ。朝活さんでこれはよく見てたね。出勤。電車満員とか。満員電車でしょ。それもよく見る。Yo como española comprendo prácticamente todo lo que dices, así que lo estás haciendo muy bien con ese neutro. Muchas gracias. Te digo, no quiero llamarlo neutro. siento que no es apropiado llamarlo neutro. Pero gracias. Qué bueno que me puedan entender. I am learning Japanese and thanks for streaming that I can practice it. Thank you. Yes, I also try to speak a lot of Japanese in my streams and do Japanese exclusive streams because I want to improve at the language also. I'm actually going to be doing another Japanese coffee Zatsu on Tuesday. So if you want to practice with us, everyone's welcome. 今日はスペイン語のコメントいっぱいだ。そうだね。嬉しいです。多分なんか普通にスペイン語を話せるドレミン、そしてスペイン語を話せるリスナーさんが丁寧に僕はスペイン語を話せなかったらじゃあみんなが英語でコメントしてるかな。そして多分 ロムしてるかな。けど今回はスペイン語を話したから多分影から出てるかな。A Japanese listener just mentioned, the Spanish speakers, there's a lot of Spanish comments today, and I think it's because you guys are so nice and so educated that whenever I'm not speaking Spanish, you usually do not comment as much. Of course, it's always welcome, but when you guys see me speak Spanish, you come out of the shadows. And that's all, you guys are always welcome, so no worries. Si no, acaban de comentar como, oye, hoy hay bastantes comentarios en español. Y es como, sí, como que usualmente son muy educados y muy respetuosos, así que si no estoy hablando español, usualmente comentan en inglés o no comentan, ¿no? Ya hasta que me escuchan hablar español, a veces sí comentan, así que como que tal vez hoy hablé español y salieron de las sombras. Pero por supuesto siempre están bienvenidos y igual que el inglés y el japonés, el español es completamente permitido en los directos, así que sin pena, muchachos. Por supuesto, el inglés y el japonés van a ser mis idiomas principales en mis actividades, pero si veo comentarios en español, voy a contestar en español también. También hay muchos doremin que están estudiando el idioma. Se están esforzando mucho en aprenderse las palabras, así que tal vez sea como una oportunidad para que ellos aprendan o puedan practicar. CFM, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the chill coffee shots. It's always nice to hear you chat about your beans. Thank you very much. I'm very glad you like them. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. ES means. Kawaii. That's cute. ES means. Wait, CFM, didn't you? Thank you so much for the wonderful thumbnail, by the way. I'm like that username sounds familiar. Thank you so much for the wonderful thumbnail. I really liked how you drew the coffee equipment. It was very fitting since today we did iced coffee with a V60, and that's exactly the carafe and the dripper that you drew. So thank you very much for the wonderful illustration. I wasn't sure if it was a ceramic dripper. It's actually, I use a plastic one, but I thought it looked pretty similar. I like plastic the most for V60. And I think my switch is glass because that's the one that I received. But ceramic's also good. No, es que me equivoco en inglés y me da penita. Yo me equivoco en los 3 idiomas todo el tiempo, ¿no? Que no te dé pena. Porque yo me voy a equivocar más que usted. No pasa nada. This community is actually the friendliest and most welcoming I've ever been to. All the Doremin are very good people. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. Thank you very much. I'm glad you think so. And also, I'm glad Doremin are able to convey this atmosphere. So thank you very much. By the way, are you learning Korean or do you know how to speak it? There's a point where I studied it, but I forgot everything. I cannot even read Hangul anymore, but I can say like 안녕하세요. 저는 프리오도르입니다. 반갑습니다. Something like that.かっこいい。いやいやいや。初回だけできるよ。これは僕の限界だ。This is my limit for Korean. すごい優しいよ。何や。挨拶多言語でしょ。多言語すげえよ。まあ挨拶はただ覚えるだけね。覚えるだけで。Also, for your Japanese is surprisingly easy to understand. Like I get more easily the context even though I don't know Japanese. Maybe it's because I'm speaking like in broken or like baby Japanese. So it makes it a little bit easier to understand compared to like a native speaker that speaks really fast and like properly, you know. 韓国語の文字を読めるの？読めた時あるけど、なんかもう、なんだっけ15年前かな ?15 年前から全然勉強してないから、韓国語の文字を読むの忘れたね。全然練習してなかったから。残念だけど。15年そのぐらいね。Creo que entiendo muy bien inglés, pero me cuesta mucho hablarlo. No sé si eso es raro. Usualmente lo normal es que puedas entender más de lo que puedes hablar. Porque una cosa es poder captar lo que están diciendo, pero otra cosa es saber por qué lo dicen así, ¿no? Me pasa muy seguido en el japonés. Que puedo entender, pero pero ¿cómo uso esa forma de hablar? ¿Cómo uso esas partículas? Eso es muy normal. 結構昔の話だね。そうだね。だから全部忘れちゃったよ。I'm preparing JLPT, so I want to know, do you have any advice? I would say just, I don't know, because I'm never studied for JLPT. I would say try to immerse yourself in the language the most you can. Every time you come up with a word that you don't know, make sure to like write it down, learn the meaning, and a few ways of using it. It's a little bit tedious to do it every time, but I think it pays off. Furioの声って K-POP にも合うと思うんだよね。そうなの？そう思うの。まあ嬉しいけどね。歌い方はそんなになんか、歌い方はもっと多分日本ロックっぽいね。よくシャークリとビブラート使ってるから、それは K-POP と以外ね。K-POP はもっとなんかハスキーな、空気よく使ってフラットな感じね。けどそれも面白いね。いつかそんな感じも歌えてくれたらいいと思う。そして正規ね。K-POP の正規は高いよね。僕は普通に低音で歌ってるから難しい K-POP。いつもピッチを下げてるよ。キーとかね。K-POP を歌ってたら。 サテライトずっと聞いてる。嬉しい。うん、サテライトは K-POP っぽいね。K-POP のプロデューサー作ったから。うん。それもなんか楽しかったね。違うスタイルで歌わないといけなかったから。うん。They mentioned that they think my voice fits for K-pop, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I'm glad. Because I think my usual singing style is very like, I use a lot of shakuri or like waving. I use a lot of like vocal fry also, and vibrato. And like a weird kind of vibrato. It's not like the natural vibrato, but it's like my own weird vibrato that comes out. And usually K-pop has a very flat but huskier kind of singing, where they will try not to be flatter because they have to sing with many members, right? But instead they use their breath for style. And I think it's really cool, the differences. I think I had to like try and sing a little bit flatter for Satellite because of that. I think the only time I let my vibrato use is in the bridge, the 夢に描くあの感じね。That's where I use the vibrato a little bit more. Would you ever sing a Japanese song from a K-pop group? I mean, who knows, right? The bridge is what made me think this sounds exactly like my favorite singer. Oh, if it's okay for me to ask, who is that? I'm curious about it. When you sing, it gives me vibes of J-pop like Malice Miser. I mean, Malice Miser is like J-rock, right? Or J-metal. It's a Visual K, right? That makes me happy because Visual K is probably one of my main style inspirations. Of course, I don't have the range of a Visual K singer, but I try to, it's like the style that I grew into. Jaejung from Toho Shinki sounds so similar. I've heard that before, actually. It's not the first time people compare to me to him. That is true, that is true. Oh, interesting. Does your throat get easily tired when you sing, Freo? Yeah, unfortunately, I think like there's a lot of flaws in my vocal technique, especially when I have to sing notes that are on my higher range. I think I end up putting too much pressure on my throat sometimes. So I'm trying to explore different kinds of techniques to improve my vocal support, my breath support. Because I have a bad habit of singing very throaty because I also rely a lot on breathiness. And breathiness is easy to depend on the throat. I think it's a bad habit I developed from singing more for recording than for live singing. Because when you record, you can afford to get a little bit breathier and use a little bit different techniques that tire your voice more. Because you can give yourself some time to rest, right? But when you're singing live, you cannot afford to use so many different breathy techniques. That's something that I have to get used to. I think I did mention that I wanted to do a karaoke stream soon, but I still, in the end, I think my voice is still getting tired very easily, so I want to rest a little bit more and make sure that I'm in a good condition before I do it. So whenever I actually make one, I'll make sure to announce it properly. なんか歌枠持ってるのコメント見たね。もちろんなんか歌枠やりたいね。またけどやっぱり未だに歌ってみたら声がすぐに枯れてるからもっと休まないといけないね。だから喉の調子うまくなるために休んで、そしてマシになったら歌枠やりますね。あの時にちゃんと報告します。Thank you so much for being so understanding. May I ask, how do you warm up your voice usually? There's some videos, depending on what I want to do, and depending on the difficulty of the song. If the song is pretty easy to sing, then I can warm up with easy parts of the song. But then otherwise, I'll watch videos and do like a liberal arpeggio, or I'll watch videos of vocal coaches doing like a 10-minute warm-up or something. Do you learn by yourself, or do you consult anyone for singing tips? I learn by myself most of the time. I do not have a vocal teacher right now. You do the mime mamomu thing? I do. 喉を大事にしてね。そうだね。それは大事だから。Do you plan on getting a teacher? I don't have anything concrete yet, but I would like to get a proper vocal training one day. I think it would be way more effective than trying to learn from general advice. Yeah, it makes a difference. Did you also self-teach Japanese? I studied the basics in a classroom setting many years ago, but I only learned like very simple vocab and grammar. After that, I was able to have simple conversations, and I just learned from practicing and trying to study vocab and trial and error, of course. ボーカルトレーナーがついたらもっと上手になっちゃうね。まあそうだね。みんなの声と歌い方が違うから、ちゃんとパーソナルでプライベートでコーチされたらいいと思う。やっぱり。I think there's an aspect of pride also, where it's kind of like, man, there's so many self-taught singers though. If they can do it, why can't I do it, right? But I think in the end, it would be a beneficial thing. Yeah, I also learned English in school also. I learned it in school growing up. I grew up in a bilingual school where a lot of my subjects were taught in English. But I also learned a lot from practicing with natives and talking with natives. You gotta sacrifice pride for your goals sometimes anyways though. Absolutely. It's good to stay humble and not have big of an ego. That is way lamer than getting a vocal coach. There's nothing lame about getting a vocal coach or going for help. It wasn't an international school, but it was just a school that had an English program. Yeah, ネイティブの人と話すのが、なんていうの、手っ取り早いのか。そうだね。それは一番早く上達すると思う。だから、日本語活動やりたいもんね。手っ取り早い。場になるか。ありがとう。 Self-study takes a lot of dedication both in singing and language. It's cool how much you've done so far. Thank you very much. I mean, being able to incorporate it into my activities makes it easy. Because I can speak Japanese in my streams, and I can do Japanese explosive streams, and that also makes me want to, now that I have well, not now, but since the beginning we've had a lot of Japanese listeners, so it kind of like motivates me to also like write my tweets or my announcements in Japanese as well. So it's a good motivator. It's finally like I have a reason to use the language, which that is sometimes very important. Because sometimes it's like I'm trying to study, but there's no reason for me to use it. I do not have anyone around me that speaks it, so it becomes hard, right? I think that happens a lot in a lot of foreign countries that are studying English, but they have no opportunities to practice. So if anything, I want to once again thank my English-speaking community, the English-speaking Doremins, for supporting me trying to incorporate multiple languages in my activities and trying to include multiple cultures and supporting my Japanese only or Spanish only activities. I think it could be very easy to tell me, Frio, you're EN. You should be speaking English. But in the end, I want to include multiple cultures, and I want to learn the language and improve the language, since it's thanks to Japan that NIJISANJI is a thing also. So it lines up with my interests and goals. So I want to thank you guys for allowing me to be in the position to practice. そしてもちろんなんか時々なんか学びたい言語で学びたい言語で使う練習する機会なかったら、もちろんなんか上達するのが難しくなるね。だからなんか最初からいろんな日本語話せるのリスナーさんがいてマジで感謝するわね。だからなんか活動でいろんななんか毎回日本語喋って、そして日本語枠配信もやってるから、そうやってなんかもう毎日ぐらいね、毎日練習できて感謝するね。ありがとうございます。だってなんかフリオが言えんだから、英語喋ろうって言われるのが言われるね。全然リスナーさんが優しいから全然言ってないけど、なんかそのポイントがわかるね。けどやっぱりなんか英語とスペイン語と日本語といろんな文化があるコミュニティ作りたいから。できるの場所がいてよかったね。ありがとうございます。そしてもちろんなんか日本のおかげで2、3時があるでしょ。2、3時の存在がある。そして自分の好み、音楽とか趣味とかは日本のは多いから、もちろん日本語上手くなりたいね。だからその機会があって感謝するわ。ありがとうございます。Just explaining the same thing, that I'm very glad to be in a position where I can practice many languages, even as an EN member. So thank you very much. Y por supuesto también muchas gracias a los Doremin y listeners hispanohablantes por ayudarme y apoyarme con estando aquí en mis actividades de NIJISANJI EN. Yo quiero crear un espacio, una cultura una comunidad donde varias culturas son bienvenidas, incluyendo diferentes idiomas, y quiero incluirlos a todos. Por supuesto, solo puedo hablar 3 idiomas, así que no puedo responder en todos, pero pues me esfuerzo en lo que puedo, ¿no? Todavía me falta mucho para dominar el japonés, pero no sé, se siente bonito que todos ustedes estén dando su parte para tener un espacio donde se pueden practicar y hablar diferentes idiomas. Y pues al final mi idioma nativo es el español, ¿no? Y el poder enseñarles todos los días una palabra diferente y que se aprendan, es bonito, ¿no? Me pone muy contento cuando se acuerdan de las palabras, así que también muchas gracias por apoyarme en ese sentido. Sé que el español es el idioma que menos hablo de los 3, pero ustedes han sido muy respetuosos y pacientes. Así que muchas gracias. Gracias por la buena oportunidad. Fríoがいなかったらこれも言えなかったよ私。嬉しいですね。ありがとうございます。そうだね。僕もいろいろドレミのおかげでなんか新しい単語を学んでくれたからありがとうございますね。こちらこそ。Anyways, exactly, it's gonna be 3 hours since I started streaming, right? So I think this is a good point to end it here. I'm gonna read some super chats. I think there's not a lot left over, but I'm gonna be reading them, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday for the Japanese coffee Zatsu, where we're gonna be trying the Symbiosis coffee bean. I'm gonna show it again to those that didn't get to see it. So on Tuesday, we're gonna be trying this specific coffee bean. ね、なんか日本の水曜日に日本語枠コーヒーサツなんで、このプロセスのコーヒー豆を入れてみます。なんかパナマのゲイシャ豆。パナマゲイシャの種類豆。そしてなんかマジで興味あるね。初めてパナマの豆を試してみるから。It's gonna be my first time trying a Panama coffee bean, which I think the geisha variant is very popular from the Panama coffee bean, so I'm very excited. Well, with that being said, I'm gonna start reading the super chats, okay? Cindy, thanks so much for the super chat. Very happy to start the week with your coffee satsu. It's motivating to watch your coffee satsu on my way to work. Thank you for the chill time, Frio. Likewise, thank you so much for joining us on your way to work. I hope you have a productive work day. 頑張ってね. You got this. Also, Frio Cafe. Cafe Gwen? No, not Cafe Gwen. Cafe... Wait. I've been taught this multiple times. Cafe Dien. Right? Frio Cafe Dien. Okay. 谢谢你. Thank you so much, Frio, for the multilingual stream. It gave me the opportunity to learn EN, JP, ES, the 3 languages I want to study the most. That makes me really happy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Of course, thank you so much for your support. I very much appreciate it. And also for the opportunity for me to practice my Mandarin Chinese as well every now and then. I'll make sure to remember properly Cafe Dien eventually. But I think I'm getting there. 谢谢你ね。谢謝に。Ray-san, thanks so much for the super chat. Super chat ありがとうございます。Hola, Frio-kun. Hello, muchas gracias por el stream divertido hoy. 合ってるかな? Muchas gracias por el どうやってするかな? なんか言葉が合ってるけど、なんか文法はちょっと OK. Muchas gracias por el stream divertido hoy. ただ el stream ね。日本語でだとえがないから難しいね。ちょっと待ってね。これはもっとマシになる。Muchas gracias por el stream divertido de hoy. これはもっといいと思う。いい感じね。It's kind of different because in Japanese, you don't use a lot of like particles like the, off compared to Spanish, so. You can use also the word, because stream is an English word, right? ストリームが英語の言葉だけど、スペイン語でも普通使うけど、ディレクトも使えれるね。配信、ディレクト、ストリーム。けど、女子以外で全然完璧だったよ。すごいね。僕も日本語上司でずっと間違ってるから、仲間はね。お互い頑張りましょう。ディレクト、配信、ストリーム。OK。Muchas gracias por el stream divertido de hoy. どうかな？スペイン語も英語も難しいけど、勉強するのがすごく楽しいです。フリュウ君に出会わなかったら、他の言語を学ぼうとは思わなかった気がするから、なんかいいきっかけになってくれてありがとう。すごいです。ありがとうございます。嬉しいですね。自分の影響で、なんか他の言語をなんか学ぶのが素敵なものだから、ドレミンも興味あってきっかけになって、サル。ありがとう。嬉しいですね。ありがとうございます。ガティタちゃんがくしゃみした。ガティタ just sneezed right now. ¿Estás bien? Salud. You heard it? いや、聞こえたね。ガティタのくしゃみ。恥ずかしくなってもう逃げたよ。I think she got embarrassed and she just left. Lobster Roll, thank you so much for the super chat. スーパーチャットありがとうございます。JST で朝雑談ありがとうございます。仕事が、はかどります。日本語雑談も楽しみです。ありがとうございますね。仕事を頑張ってください。はかどって、偉いですね。ありがとう。嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。The Eggshell, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for this week as well. Min, likewise, thank you so much for your week. For this week also. お疲れ。Let's have a good next one also. Charming, thanks so much for the super chat. Thank you for the stream. Looking forward to the schedule and all the lives next week. I couldn't attend most streams this week, so bot time. Otsu. Of course, the archives are always there for. So please feel free to welcome to watch them on your own time. Very much appreciate your support and watching whenever you can. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, ジェイミーさん、スーパーチャットありがとうございます。Thank you very much. サラマポ。お疲れ様です。Thank you for the last stream of June. That's so fast. See you in July. 店長、ドレミン。Enjoy your rest day tomorrow. That is true. This is the last stream of June. そうね。多分、いや、日本ではまだ6月でしょ。今日は最後の6月配信だから、6月もお疲れ様でした。ありがとうございますね。Thank you so much for this June.I'll be under your care for July as well. 7月もよろしくお願いいたします。Thank you very much for reminding. It was a very beautiful June. 素敵な6月でしたね。香るならたらたたらたらら。いい曲だね。ヒーローさん、スパチャットありがとうございます。今日も配信ありがとうございます。フリュウ君のおかげでいつも楽しい時間を さあ、過ごせてます。本当にありがとう。フリオ君も、ドレミンたちも、水分なんだ、補給かな。補給して、暑さに気をつけてね。ありがとうございます。こちらこそ、ドレミンも気をつけてね。暑さに。やばいだから。Once again, please make sure to stay hydrated and take care, right, on these hot weathers. What do you mean? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 補給か。よかったね。やった。Also, セリオさん、スパチャットありがとうございます。コーヒーサツさん、ありがとう。今日も癒されました。Que tengan un buen día. いいじゃん。完璧なスペイン語だ。muy buen español. Muchas gracias. ありがとうございますね。こちらこそ、que tengan un buen día, Doremi. Muchas gracias. Also, Susu san, thanks so much for your super chat. Thank you for making my day. I had a lovely morning milk tea time. Sorry, it's not coffee today. You don't need to apologize. Of course, I'll be drinking coffee in my coffee satsus, but Doremin are welcome to drink anything they want. Because they don't only sell coffee at cafes, right? So, yeah. I hope you had a nice milk. Lynn, thanks so much for the super chat. Hola. Thank you for giving me the motivation for learning Spanish. Thank you for the stream. Muchas gracias, Frio. De nada. And I'm very glad that I can give motivation to learn my native language. That's a big honor. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm rooting on you, okay? And also, Kugi, thank you so much for your super chat. Otsu, thank you for the stream. Thank you for today's stream. It felt really cozy and I had a lot of fun. Que tenga un buen día, Frio. Igual usted, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias igualmente. Espero se cuiden. No solo es en Japón, sino creo que también en muchos lugares de Latinoamérica está haciendo mucho calor, así que espero que todos puedan mantenerse hidratados y se cuidan para no enfermarse, ¿ok? Did I miss any super chats? Because sometimes I can miss them. Wapiko Neko, thank you so much for the super sticker. Shishanie. Spastika shishanie. Ya tomé 2 litros, let's go. Okay, I think I was able to read all the super chats, so thank you very much. Super chat 全部読めたから、ありがとうございますね。And also, next week is Course Nichi. I'll be able to see you guys on a meet and greet soon for the first time. I'll be looking forward to that. So to all the Doremin that are gonna be assisting the event or that are gonna be watching on the live broadcast, I'll be under your care, okay? Thank you so much for your support. そうね、なんかそろそろなんか来週、コース日が行うね。なんていうの言ってるのドレミン、そして配信見てるの、なんか放送見てるのドレミン、それもよろしくお願いいたしますね。これはミーティングリートの初めてだからちょっと緊張してますけど、絶対に楽しみしてる。よろしくね。I'll be under your care. I hope not to be too nervous meeting you guys for the first time. The merch is very cute. Yeah, the fan-made merch and standees were really cool, right? With the Thai traditional clothes. I really like the outfit I received. There's like Doremin in my pants. Otsu for the artist. イベントも楽しんでね。ありがとうございます。絶対に楽しいと思う。Also, HE, thank you so much for the super chat. Muchas gracias. Buenas. Hace tiempo que no vengo y como siempre fue lindo pasar un tiempo con usted. Escuchaba a Aqua Planet y Pearl Center, Midikayo Tokiwa, y me recordó a su estilo de canto. Cuídense mucho. Oh, muchas gracias. Los voy a checar. Siempre que dicen que les recuerdo a un cantante me da, o a un estilo de canto me da curiosidad, así que ahí los voy a revisar. Muchas gracias. Okay. It's getting late, so with that being said, I'm gonna be ending here. Thanks so much for watching,どれみん。なんかというわけで、これで終了させていただきます。今日もありがとうございますね、どれみん。Muchas gracias, どれみん, por el día de hoy. La pasé muy bien. Tengan un bonito día. 素敵な日を過ごしてね。Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys next time. またね、バイバイ。Mr. Seal is playing Animal Crossing, so we're gonna go to his stream, okay? ジル君があつ森と勉強配信してるからジル君の枠に行きましょうね。I hope he's playing Animal Crossing and not studying right now. We don't want to disturb the study session, but we'll do our best. またね。